Dusting off the incredibly fragile classic turntable needle, teaching the youngest toddlers how to solve the cultural riddle. Searching through the attic for my grandmother's recipe book, giving the neglected traditions a highly necessary second look. Singing the forgotten lullabies to the sleeping innocent child, remembering when the neighborhood was phenomenally wild. Polishing the brass buttons on my grandfather's tailored coat, memorizing every single beautiful, historically significant note. Gathering the curious youth underneath the giant banyan tree, explaining exactly how our oppressed people finally became free. The foundational rhythms are completely ingrained in my DNA, ensuring these magnificent customs will absolutely never decay. Elders speak the truth, guiding up the youth. History returns while the fire burns. Roots revival, bringing the magnificent foundation back to life, cutting through the modern ignorance with a sharp cultural knife, honoring the incredibly brave, resilient, and creative pioneers, erasing the generational gaps and the heavily accumulated tears, planting the original seeds directly into the highly fertile soil, reaping the phenomenal benefits of our ancestors. Heavy toil, playing the acoustic guitar with the highly traditional, listening to the incredibly powerful message of the talking drum, reconnecting the heavily severed, completely broken family ties, exposing the highly sophisticated, incredibly destructive lies. Language and dialect preserved meticulously through the oral tale, ensuring our magnificent ancestral heritage will never ever fail. Wearing the deeply symbolic, incredibly vibrant woven garment, refusing to be subjected to any further historical bombardment. Cooking the traditional stews in a heavy cast iron cooking pot, appreciating the phenomenally rich culture that we already got. Dancing the original steps upon the heavily scuffed wooden floor, opening the previously locked, incredibly vital educational door. Elders speak the truth, guiding up the youth, of the youth. History returns, while the fire burns. Roots revival, bringing the magnificent foundation back to life, cutting through the modern ignorance with a sharp cultural knife, honoring the incredibly brave, resilient, and creative pioneers, erasing the generational gaps and the heavily accumulated tears, planting the original seeds directly into the highly fertile soil, reaping the phenomenal benefits of our ancestors. Heavy toil, a magnificent towering tree will simply fall without its root. We must protect the integrity of this highly coveted sweet fruit. Let the analog frequencies completely wash away the digital code. Embrace Erasing the phenomenally beautiful stories of the brave and old. Stand your ground. Know your past. Build it strong. Make it last. Roots revival, bringing the magnificent foundation back to life. Cutting through the modern ignorance with the sharp cultural knife. Honoring the incredibly brave, resilient and creative pioneers. Erasing the generational gaps in the heavily accumulated tears. Planting the original seeds directly into the highly fertile soil, reaping the phenomenal benefits of our ancestors' heavy toil. Spin the record, play it loud, make the ancestors incredibly proud. Rolling down the tinted windows on the coastal highway drive, feeling incredibly grateful simply to be breathing and alive. The July sunshine is melting on my heavy accumulated guilt, dismantling the tall defensive walls that I previously built. Forgiving the past lovers who completely broke my fragile trust, leaving all the bitter resentment permanently in the roadside dust.
August heat is sweating out the incredibly toxic negative thought, realizing the phenomenally valuable lessons that my failures taught. Watching the seagulls dive spectacularly into the sparkling bay, knowing that my monumental mistakes are finally washed away. Ice cubes are melting rapidly inside my tall, refreshing glass,
watching the incredibly beautiful, optimistic scenery roll past. Solstice brings the heat, making life complete. Winter is erased, bitterness replaced. Summer redemption, clearing the slate under the blazing blue sky. Refusing to spend another moment wondering exactly how or why. Basking in the incredibly warm, phenomenally healing solar ray, letting the gentle coastal breeze completely blow the pain away. This Pacific season offers a spectacular, unmerited second chance, inviting my deeply scarred soul to a wonderfully joyful new dance.
parking the convertible directly upon the soft white sand, walking confidently forward without needing to hold a hand. The thermometer is rising, but my temper is completely cool, graduating successfully from the incredibly harsh societal school. Sunflowers are turning their yellow faces toward the massive light. Everything that was previously wrong is finally feeling entirely right. Applying the soothing aloe vera onto my previously burned skin, ready to let the next incredibly beautiful chapter finally begin. Taking a phenomenally deep, remarkably cleansing lungful of air, removing the incredibly heavy, unnecessary burdens I used to bear. Laughing loudly at the incredibly silly things I used to deeply fear. Recognizing that my emotional vision is now spectacularly clear. Solstice brings the heat, making life complete. Winter is erased, bitterness replaced. isolating and punishing darkness far behind. Let the glorious equinox reset your entirely damaged, weary heart, granting you a spectacularly beautiful, remarkably fresh new start. Soak it in. Feel the sun. Pain is over, life's begun. Summer redemption, clearing the slate under the blazing blue sky. Under the blazing blue sky, spend another moment wondering exactly how or why. Basking in the incredibly warm, phenomenally healing solar ray, letting the gentle coastal breeze completely blow the pain away. This specific season offers a spectacular, unmerited second chance, inviting my deeply scarred soul to a wonderfully joyful new dance. Sunset slow, healing done, smiling brightly, having fun. Cooking the barren, cracked earth, questioning the ultimate value of this arid birth. Wandering blindly through the suffocating dusty haze, trapped forever inside an endless fiery maze. Mirages shimmering falsely upon the baked terrain, praying desperately for a single drop of cooling rain.
Vultures circling high above the sweltering heat, dragging my exhausted, deeply blistered feet. Canteens drained completely empty since yesterday, watching our fragile civilization quickly decay. Solar flares erupting violently in the stratosphere, facing an overwhelming, paralyzing existential fear.
Temperature climbs higher, sky is made of fire, shadows disappear, apocalypse is here. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated, entirely alone, scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red. Walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead, surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill.
Seeking refuge beneath the crumbling sandstone arch, continuing this incredibly brutal, punishing march. Skin peeling painfully from the ultraviolet exposure, lacking any semblance of emotional composure. Navigating by the alignment of the parched canyon, hoping to encounter a trustworthy, loyal companion.
Drought stealing the moisture from my cracking lip, losing my previously formidable, tenacious grip. Tumbleweeds rolling aggressively across the flat land, burying our memories underneath the shifting sand. Squinting fiercely against the blinding toxic glare, breathing in the heavy smoke-filled stagnant air. Temperature climbs higher, skies made of fire, shadows disappear, apocalypse is here. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone, scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red. Walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead, surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning leaving the verdant pastures of yesterday far behind. We adapt to the magma and the volcanic rock, ignoring the ticking of the doomsday clock. Keep walking, ignore the thirst, push onward, expect the worst. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone. Scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill. Horizon bleeds, ashes scatter, planting seeds. Horizon bleeds. Snorkeling gently above the magnificent pink polyps, fascinated by the symbiotic, delicate marine relationships. Observing the anemone swaying perfectly in the shallow tide, where the tiny neon-colored clownfish playfully hide. Filtering the pure sunlight through the turquoise clear bay, preserving this ecological masterpiece in every possible way.
Guarding the fragile calcium structures from the anchor's drop, ensuring the destructive, careless human interference will stop. Swimming effortlessly alongside the graceful ancient sea turtle, jumping over every single environmental
hazardous hurdle, appreciating the stunning biodiversity of the living reef, finding immense therapeutic and undeniable emotional relief. Fins are gliding slow, watch the flora glow, protecting what we see, perfect harmony. Coral jewels sparkling vibrantly beneath the glassy surface, serving a highly important and ecologically vital purpose. Embracing the responsibility to keep the habitat pristine, witnessing the most spectacular, breathtaking underwater scene. Our love is deeply rooted like the spectacular living sponge, taking a simultaneous, completely dedicated, romantic plunge.
Documenting the incredibly rare spotted stingray passing by, reflecting the beautiful azure tint
Of the tropical sky,
nurturing the aquatic garden with the passionate
tender care,
realizing that this spectacular ecosystem is
phenomenally rare.
cleaning the microscopic debris from the branching
Fragile arms,
protecting the territory from all potential
looming harms, floating weightlessly within this magnificent salty embrace, occupying a wonderfully vibrant, entirely magical space. Kelp forests dancing rhythmically to the ocean's gentle hum, listening to the remarkably subtle, natural underwater drum, translating the silent poetry of the diverse aquatic life, eradicating any unnecessary mainland terrestrial strife. Fins are gliding slow, watch the flora glow, protecting what we see, perfect harmony. Coral jewels sparkling vibrant dedicated romantic plunge. Let us permanently shield this invaluable oceanic treasure. The beauty contained herein is entirely beyond human measure. If we nurture the environment, it will surely nurture us back, keeping this biological, magnificent wonderland perfectly on track. Dive deep, swim near, water clean, vision clear. Coral jewels sparkling vibrantly beneath the glassy surface, serving a highly important and ecologically vital purpose. Embracing the responsibility to keep the habitat pristine, witnessing the most spectacular, breathtaking underwater scene. Our love is deeply rooted like a spectacular living sponge, taking a simultaneous, completely dedicated romantic plunge. Protect the reef, love the sea. Coral shines for you and me. Guiding the weary caravan across the barren frontier, wiping away every single drop of collective inherited tear, carrying the heavy responsibility upon my aching shoulder, watching the youngest generations grow significantly older, pointing my wooden staff towards the distant promised peak, providing a powerful voice for the marginalized and the meek.
Navigating the treacherous valleys and the treacherous slopes, bearing the unbelievable weight of a million fragile hopes, refusing to abandon the stragglers falling behind the line, seeking constantly for a divine, validating heavenly sign. The diadem of leadership is forged from suffering and pain, enduring the harshness of the freezing torrential rain.
Head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of their captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary.
Parting the dangerous rivers with the steadfast iron resolve, watching the enemy's oppressive wicked strategies dissolve, standing at the absolute forefront of this massive migration, building the fundamental pillars of a liberated nation, ignoring the cynical critics and the treacherous betrayal, sailing forward without needing any conventional sails.
Healing the blistered souls with soothing botanical balm, singing ancient hymns to maintain a necessary unified calm. Prophecies are unfolding exactly as the elders foretold, witnessing the courage of the community becoming bold, leaving the monumental pyramids of slavery in the dust, operating solely on a profound, unshakable mutual trust. Mountains standing tall, hear the righteous call, crossing borderlines, reading sacred signs. Exodus crown resting heavily upon a designated head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed. Leading the chosen people directly out of their captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary. Turning around, our future is firmly planted upon this newly discovered ground. The tyrannical pharaohs have permanently lost their grip. We have successfully survived this arduous, epic trip. Step forward, do not yield, claim the land, plant the field. Exodus ground resting heavily upon a designated hip, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed. Leading the chosen people directly out of the captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary. Journey ends, freedom rings, peasants rise, crowned as kings. Polishing the leather dancing shoes until they absolutely shine, stepping completely over the boring, restrictive, invisible line, entering the crowded dance hall with a remarkably fierce intent, ensuring that every single ounce of my kinetic energy is spent. Skirts are flying dangerously high with every sudden rapid twirl, becoming the most unstoppable, fiercely energetic, confident girl.
Adjusting the brim of my incredibly stylish vintage fedora hat, moving across the floorboard quicker than a frightened alley cat, wearing a remarkably sharp, highly tailored black and white suit, kicking a phenomenal rhythm with my heavy steel-toed boots. Sweat is pouring heavily down my deeply exhausted, smiling face, keeping the ridiculously fast, phenomenally demanding upbeat pace. Horns are blowing loud, jumping in the crowd, tempo running hot, giving all we got. Golden sky demanding every single person to get up and move, caught entirely within this phenomenally aggressive, happy groove, bouncing incredibly high up on the heavily scuffed wooden floor, screaming at the exhausted band to play a little something more. Music is the absolute best medicine for a phenomenally heavy heart, tearing the incredibly boring, mundane reality completely apart. Spinning my exhausted partner with a highly coordinated dizzy spin, refusing refusing to let the incredibly miserable worldly problems win. The snare drum is cracking violently like a heavily whiplash, watching the phenomenally loud, brilliantly shiny cymbals crash. Adrenaline is flooding rapidly through my entirely frantic vein, ignoring the incredibly sharp, wonderfully physical muscle pain.
Heels are clicking furiously, exactly upon the syncopated beat, generating a phenomenally intense, remarkably localized heat, catching my ragged breath during the remarkably brief saxophone solo, dipping incredibly fast, dangerously and spectacularly deeply low. The entire room is vibrating from the incredibly massive sound, lifting my tired feet completely off the heavily stomped ground. Horns are blowing loud, jumping in the crowd, tempo running hot, giving all we got. Golden skank, demanding every single person to get up and move, caught entirely within this phenomenally aggressive, happy groove, bouncing incredibly high up on the heavily scuffed wooden floor, screaming at the exhausted band to play a little something more. Music is the absolute best medicine for a phenomenally heavy heart, tearing the incredibly boring, mundane reality completely apart. Nobody is permitted to stand completely still inside this sacred hall. We will absolutely continue to dance until we physically trip and fall. Let the incredibly rapid upstroke eliminate the societal depression, engaging in this phenomenally wild, beautifully physical expression.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Do not stop, never drop it. Golden sky, demanding every single person to get up and move, caught entirely within this phenomenally aggressive, happy groove, bouncing incredibly high up on the heavily scuffed wooden floor, screaming at the exhausted band to play a little something more. Music is the absolute best medicine for a phenomenally heavy heart, tearing the incredibly boring, mundane reality completely apart. Keep on jumping, skank all night. Everything is feeling right. Yeah. Sparks are flying wildly from the massive roaring bonfire, igniting my incredibly passionate and volcanic desire, twirling my colorful ruffled skirt upon the sandy coast, becoming the most exuberant and hospitable party host. Hips are swaying rapidly to the incredibly infectious groove, commanding absolutely everybody in the vicinity to move.
Blowing loudly into the traditional carved wooden shell, casting an overwhelmingly joyful Seripori spell, pouring out the highly flammable fermented sugarcane rum, banging aggressively upon the tightly stretched leather drum.
Lava is metaphorically flowing from the mountain peak. Ooh, this is the specific thrill and adrenaline that we deeply seek. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta going on.
Fireworks are exploding brilliantly across the starry sky, watching the illuminated paper lanterns gracefully fly. Sweat is glistening radiantly upon my heavily tattooed chest, putting our incredible physical stamina to the ultimate test. Juggling the flaming torches with the terrifying absolute skill, experiencing a phenomenally unmatched
Magnificent thrill. Yeah, barefoot stepping boldly right beside the glowing red coals, connecting deeply with our intensely passionate, fiery souls. Brass sections are blasting a wildly syncopated, crazy tune, partying relentlessly underneath the glowing tropical moon. Salsa and reggae combining in a beautifully chaotic blend, hoping this spectacular evening will absolutely never end. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stopping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta going on. Energetic fiesta going on. Hey, let the flames consume all the negativity and the stress. Embrace this wildly beautiful, highly joyful mess. Ashes will eventually scatter across the beautiful blue bay, but the memory of this inferno will permanently stay.
shake it fast.
Burn it up, raise the flame, fill the cup. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta. Flames go out, sun comes up, tropical heat never stops. Incredibly complex interstellar trajectories, unlocking the deepest, most profound galactic mysteries, engaging the hyperdrive mechanism to warp through time, leaving the conventional three-dimensional reality behind. Nebulas bursting brightly with a spectacular purple hue, discovering an entirely different, alternative cosmic view.
Twisting the frequency knobs upon the message control panel, broadcasting our message across a highly classified channel. Asteroid fields completely bypassed by our sonic radar, navigating smoothly around the gravitational pull of the star. Our spaceship is powered solely by a vibrating low frequency, fulfilling our absolute predetermined magnificent sequence.
Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design. Dub destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move.
Holographic projections displaying the distant constellation, approaching the beautifully illuminated final destination. Quantum leaping effortlessly across the vast empty void, dodging the dangerously erratic incoming rocky meteoroid. Baselines are communicating with the alien civilizations, forming completely unprecedented interplanetary relations.
Teleporting our consciousness into the digital mainframe, realizing that the concept of gravity is merely a game. Satellites transmitting our revolutionary upbeat rhythm, processing the audio through a highly advanced prism. Time is completely relative when you travel at this speed, fulfilling an ancient, futuristic, and profound cosmic need. Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design. Of destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Past and present are simultaneously colliding in this place. We are infinite beings exploring the outer limits of space. Let the reverberation carry us to the edge of infinity, embracing the ultimate realization of our dub divinity.
System check. Warp speed. Destination set. Fulfill the need.
Dub destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Echo fades, stars blur.
We become what we were.
Echo fades, stars blur. perfectly along the spinal cord, rejecting the superficial temptations of the material lord, opening the pineal gland to perceive the invisible realm, taking absolute conscious control of the metaphysical helm, breathing in the highly vibrating cosmic prana energy, unlocking the incredibly complex universal synergy.
Deciphering the cryptic hieroglyphs written on the ancient scroll, nourishing the eternally wandering, deeply inquisitive soul, levitating mentally above the chaotic earthly dimension, reaching a state of phenomenally pure absolute ascension. Ego is completely dissolving into the vast infinite space, discovering the ultimate truth of the entire human race. Aura glowing bright, stepping into light, frequencies ascend where the dimensions blend. Mystic crown resting invisibly upon the enlightened head, understanding everything the wise ancestors previously said, ruling the internal kingdom with the beautifully calm supreme, waking up consciously inside this heavenly illusionary dream. Sovereignty of the mind is the ultimate undeniable prize, seeing the absolute reality through fully open third eyes, projecting the astral body far across the celestial sphere, completely eradicating any lingering subconscious fear, communicating telepathically with the ascending masters, averting the heavily predicted global spiritual disasters,
drinking incredibly sweet metaphorical lotus nectar, acting as the permanent psychological holy protector.
mantras are vibrating softly against the back of my throat,
Sailing securely upon this deeply philosophical mental boat.
geometry is unfolding flawlessly within the sacred flower,
Claiming my inherent, remarkably potent divine power.
the universe is reflecting perfectly inside my
Focus gaze, navigating successfully through this highly confusing maze. Aura glowing bright, stepping into light, frequencies ascend where the dimensions blend. Mystic crown resting invisibly upon the enlightened head, understanding everything the wise ancestors previously said, ruling the internal kingdom with the beautifully calm supreme, waking up consciously inside this heavenly illusionary dream. Sovereignty of the mind is the ultimate undeniable prize, seeing the absolute reality through fully open third eyes. Jewels and diamonds cannot possibly decorate the intellect. We command an entirely different spiritual kind of respect. Let the consciousness expand indefinitely without any bounds, listening closely to the magnificent unearthly silent sounds. Close your eyes, see the truth. Ancient mind, eternal youth. Mystic crown resting invisibly upon the enlightened head, understanding everything the wise ancestors previously said, ruling undeniable pride, seeing the absolute reality through fully open third eyes. Mind awakens, ground is warm, new awareness, beautifully born. Ascending the concrete staircase like a rightful queen, commanding the attention of the entire local scene. Wearing cheap jewelry that sparkles like genuine ice, paying the ultimate undeniable heavy street price. Ruling the intersection with a fierce uncompromising grace, claiming authority in this marginalized, forgotten place.
Sitting proudly upon a discarded mattress throne, defending the territory that we officially own. Building empires from the rubble and the broken brick, learning every clever, resourceful survival trick. Disregarding the systemic attempts to keep us down, polishing the edges of my invisible heavy crown.
Royalty in the slum, hear the marching drum. Poverty breeds kings, watch the ghetto sing. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. No nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive staggering amount.
Holding court beside a glowing corner bodega, operating smoother than an imported classic Sega. Counseling the youngsters who admire my confident strut, escaping the cyclical, predictable societal rut. Respect is the only currency that truly matters here, conquering the deeply ingrained generational fear.
Draping myself in fabrics bought from the thrift store, demanding equality and knocking down the closed door. Elegance cannot be purchased by the wealthy elite, it is organically cultivated directly on the street. Raising my chin to project a phenomenal pride, having absolutely nothing shameful left to hide. Royalty in the slum, hear the marching drum. Poverty breeds kings, watch the ghetto sing. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. Nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive staggering amount. Palaces of glass will eventually shatter and fall, but our brick foundations will outlast them all. Sovereignty belongs to the brave, resilient heart, tearing the oppressive, unfair hierarchy apart. Stand tall, claim your space, rule the block with perfect grace. Hey, ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving out absolute worth and doing incredible
the choir loudly sing.
Blistering rays, cooking the barren, cracked earth, questioning the ultimate value of this arid birth. Wandering blindly through the suffocating dusty haze, trapped forever inside an endless fiery maze. Mirages shimmering falsely upon the baked terrain, praying desperately for a single drop of cooling rain.
Vultures circling high above the sweltering heat, dragging my exhausted, deeply blistered feet. Canteens drained, completely empty since yesterday, watching our fragile civilization quickly decay. Solar flares erupting violently in the stratosphere, facing an overwhelming, paralyzing existential fear.
Temperature climbs higher, sky is made of fire, shadows disappear,
Apocalypse is here. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bones,
leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone.
scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red.
Walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead, surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill.
Seeking refuge beneath a crumbling sandstone arch, continuing this incredibly brutal, punishing march. Skin peeling painfully from the ultraviolet exposure, lacking any semblance of emotional composure. Navigating by the alignment of the parched canyon, hoping to encounter a trustworthy, loyal companion.
Drops stealing the moisture from my cracking lip, losing my previously formidable, tenacious grip. Tumbleweeds rolling aggressively across the flat land, burying our memories underneath the shifting sand. Sprinting fiercely against the blinding, toxic glare, breathing in the heavy smoke-filled, stagnant air. Temperature climbs higher, sky is made of fire, shadows disappear,
Apocalypse is here. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bones,
leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone.
scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red.
Walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead, surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill.
Far behind, we adapt to the magma and the volcanic rock,
ignoring the ticking of the doomsday clock. Keep walking, ignore the thirst, push onward, expect the worst.
crimson sun.
spirit in the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as a protective, magnificent moat, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat. Wealth is entirely measured by the deeply unified, strong community, rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive global disunity. Palm trees act perfectly as our spectacularly tall green flags, refusing to be defined by our historically torn, impoverished race. Pastors standing straight, masters of our fate, dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Passing down profound wisdom instead of meaningless paper currency, addressing the community issues with a deeply compassionate urgency. Elders are treated remarkably like the highest supreme diplomats, sitting comfortably up on the intricately woven traditional floor mats. Our majestic lineage is phenomenally recorded in the coastal sand, protecting the absolute integrity of our highly sacred native land. Holding my chin incredibly high despite the heavy historical trial, greeting the incredibly harsh world with a phenomenally warm smile. The mountains are remarkably sturdy, entirely natural fortress. I am a fiercely independent, highly educated, phenomenal sorceress. Respect is an incredibly vital currency that must be correctly earned, applying the phenomenally difficult lessons that we deeply learned. Standing straight, masters of our fate, dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in a phenomenally unified, beautified, sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride. Serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Our remarkably royal blood, we have miraculously survived the incredibly massive historical flood. Let our absolute nobility shine brightly through our everyday action, remaining completely immune to the incredibly petty global distraction. Crown your mind, rule your heart, noble part, Highland royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword.
remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Rain, rain, forever, island span, royalty of the sand. Inheriting the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as our protective,
Magnificent moat, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat.
wealth is entirely
Measured by the deeply unified, strong community, rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive global disunity.
palm trees act
Perfectly as our spectacularly tall green flags, refusing to be